I have a large blanket over my head, wrapped around. I feel like that one Pokemon. What's that one Pokemon called? The ice one that's shivering all the time. Looks like a spike. Pointy little guy. What's his name? Oh, that's it. What is he? Snowrunt. I feel like Snowrunt. Snowrunt is my spirit animal for this exact moment while I am wrapped up in cushions, so. Da, 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 da. I recently had I think it was a green apple cider caramel shake. And it was interesting. It was the exact kind of thing where I'd be like, okay, I want this during autumn, like once as like a seasonal thing. The rest of the year I'm good. Like I can only handle one of these at a time. I feel the same way about, well, I think that's what most good seasonal sort of things are. It's just like the green apple cider shake in autumn. McDonald's has like the shamrock shake in March. And I'm always just like, regardless of how often I go to McDonald's, I'm like, I want a shamrock shake before it goes out of season. Like, I just want one every year, just to have one solid shamrock shake. You'll be waiting. Why? Waiting on what? Look. Okay. Me and Fristboy discussed maybe playing 2xKO after Azran today. I really don't feel like I'm gonna have the energy. I'm usually very burnt by the end through all like the brain power. It's unlikely. Especially now, if you could see me, I look like a Snowrunt. I'm all like wrapped up in a blanket. And that's my personality right now. I'm blanket Mimi right now. There will be consequences for your actions. Okay, so I know you're serious by the 4-period ellipsis. It makes me feel like you have something in mind. I don't know what it is though. I did not promise playing anything today. I said maybe if I'm up to it. And that's a big maybe. That's a big maybe. Big maybe. What's that one song? Big house. Ooh, lots and lots of room. A big table with lots of food. But this one, it's like a big maybe. Could be a maybe not. Oh, and also I have a green apple slush from Sonic here. It brings me joy. It was gone for several years, and it's returned in some sort of seasonal capacity. Maybe it's an autumn thing. It used to just be a regular thing, and it's not anymore. And I missed it dearly. And now, after all these years, Yummy. Yummy green apple slush. They put the bubbles in them. Like whatever those things are. Like they put like the green apple like bubble things and they're supposed to like pop and be flavorful. I don't like those. Like the taste of them is fine, but it's mostly just like the texture of it all. Like the skin, once it's popped, it's like, why is that in my mouth? I'm tolerating it because I didn't initially know that they put that in there. And I was like, okay, I guess I was fine. No, those things are awesome. I see the appeal. I see the appeal. I do. I remember when everyone had like orange vanilla or like orange creamsicle flavored things. That was a whole phase. And like Sonic had one. It was like a orange vanilla sort of slush. And I was like, that sounds amazing. And I think the bubbles are, they might have been smaller. I think they were like smaller, but like those are the reason I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish the slush, even though I liked the taste. It was like, I can't finish this just because the texture's bothering me so much. Gushers, but like a fish egg. So Gushers, but worse is what you just said. Gushers, but more uncomfortable and uncanny. I don't need to be the Barracuda from Finding Nemo. I just want like sugar fruit flavoring and high fructose corn syrup in my system. I ain't built like that. I'm not a predator. And drinking the Sonic bubbles in the slush makes you like an apex predator. I'm imagining anyone drinking it has like a giant lion mane around their heads. Okay. I will. They have those in yogurt shops, and I will nearly fill my whole cup with those. Right, okay. Another thing about that's also the kind of the reason I don't like I don't know, I'm intimidated by stuff like boba as well. Like boba tea, and also I don't know, there's like places where it's like they put like little bits and pieces in the drinks, and they're supposed to be little fun surprises. Sometimes it's like little bits of jello or like something like that, and I'm like, I can't do that. I want a consistent liquid if I'm drinking something. Anything else, I'm just like, I can't relax. I cannot be refreshed by this beverage. I'm tolerating the ones in this green apple slush, though. Just because I didn't notice them initially, and I'm like, okay, if I just pretend they don't exist, they won't. Except for the fact that they keep clogging my straw. They keep clogging it. You know, you can just put your straw to the bottom of the cup and the boba won't get in. So I've never actually had boba tea, but like I'm expressing the reason why I've never had boba tea. It's just because I don't want little things in my drinks. If they're clogging it, that means you're just weak. What do you mean I'm just weak? So I just need to suck harder? Let me just... Okay, so that worked, but like, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that just to drink something out of a straw. I shouldn't have to like turn maximum suction on. Okay. I'm about ready to start. Let me just... You shouldn't have to put maximum suction on because they didn't account for wimps like you. All right, you know what? If I'm too wimpy for the little flavor bubbles in Sonic Slushes, I'll own that. That's my legacy. All right, I feel unique and special because of it. Oh shit, where am I? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Here I am. Here I go again on my own. To what? I already forgot. Wait. I already forgot what we were talking about. I'll own that. That is my personality trait, is I am too weak for the Sonic bubbles. That is me. I am frail. That sounds like a good excuse to me. I'm too frail. My mouth is not strong enough. My jaw cannot handle it. Hold on. Oh, okay. I just meant like hold on while I like got my little thing up. I forgot to put it up. My little PNG. If you want to hold on to something, you could hold on to a green apple slush from Sonic, available now. Go get your... I don't know. I can't think of a sponsor before it. Okay. Grateful to them for saving the town from disaster, the Elder of Mosinia is happy to hand the Azran egg over to our heroes. Now, one step closer to their goal, Layton and others can move on and continue their adventure elsewhere. Okay, that was just a pretty self-explanatory thing. Okay. So just moderate recap for this. So basically, we are tasked to go around the world and just look for like these little Azran eggs. They will serve as an egg. Yes, did you see an egg? We're collecting eggs. I don't know what you said egg in response to, but we are collecting eggs. That is the mission. Yeah, we're going around. We're going around the entire world. We're collecting eggs from all around the world. Eggs. That sounds like the worst thing I've ever. Don't. You just put a horrible image in my head, and I'm having a hard time forgiving you. Okay. But basically, we're going around the world. We're just looking for those, because if we have all 5 of them, they're going to be, like, the key to, like, this Azran shrine, and we're going to find all the secrets or whatever. And we want to find it before everyone else. And this part of the game seems a little bit open. I went to Messinia first, and it seems like there's 4 other things in these 4 other locations. So it just seems like we just kind of go to whichever ones that we would like to go to. I will head to egg-flavored candy fish eggs. What is the purpose of that when you could just eat fish eggs? What is the purpose of making an egg-flavored egg? I'm just... What? I guess... Nope, I'm not seeing the vision. I'm not seeing the vision. For those reasons, I'm out. I'm a shark from Shark Tank. I can't do it. I'm gonna go to Island just because I want to. This place seems fun. Not chicken egg flavored those... Chicken egg flavored those flavor ball things? That sounds horrible. Liquid eggs make me feel like... Drinking liquid eggs make me feel like I'm in danger. Like I'm going to get foodborne illness. I can't do that. Alright. According to the Azran Dome, we should find an egg somewhere in this area. So we could put it in our Sonic Slushie. There is more than just an aura stone here. I can sense a great power, but it feels distant somehow. You never had a sunny side up? I have had a sunny side up. I don't really like eggs when they're on the runnier side, personally. It is low-key for that reason. It's partially texture, but also it's just like, I don't know, I just get like nervous it's not cooked enough or something like that. Just not to my taste. This island really is tiny. What if the egg is not on land at all, but rather in the depths of the ocean? Let's not draw premature conclusions. Whatever there is to find here, our investigation must begin on land. Well, this is a fun little environment. This island is breathtaking. It's like it popped straight out of a postcard. Yes, no doubt Emmy will be reaching for her camera at every opportunity here. Yeah, where is she? The ocean goes on forever. It makes me feel small, but at the same time, peaceful. Is that strange? Is this a new experience for you, Aurora? I don't recall, so yes, it may well be. You should have a go at swimming. Really, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure you would absolutely love to just be in the summer heat after being frozen in ice for that long. She's dead like those fish eggs in Nemo. Okay, so she was actually excavated from a very large ancient ice block. So, like, I mean, for all I know, she doesn't have a pulse. I don't know. Between her irises and Layton's pupils, we have we have a full set of eyes. You should have a go at swimming. Really, it's a lot of fun. Okay, you need to learn how to swim. I mean, I guess I'm assuming she doesn't know how to swim. Perhaps we ought to purchase some swimwear while we're here. Did I accidentally go to the beach episode of this? I wonder if they make top hat swimming caps. Top hat swimming caps. Anyway, that man over there looks like he's from around here. Professor, let's see if he knows anything about the egg. Do you know anything about this ancient artifact? I don't... Look, I'm not really trying to doubt this guy, but he's not really the first person I would approach for, like, an ancient artifact. Stretch! 1, 2, 3. Hold! 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, sir. We were wondering if you could help us with something. Hey! Hola, chico! Javier at your service. Oh, there's probably a... Javier? 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 Oh, I'm looking up how to pronounce that. Hey, Google. How to pronounce Javier?
The Spanish pronunciation is typically close to Javier, with the J sounding like an English H.
Okay.
In some regions, the V may sound more like a B.
Javier. Okay. Javier. Javier, at your service. Did I hear you say you're looking to go on the adventure of a lifetime? No. No, you didn't. We're looking for an egg-shaped object with engravings. You wouldn't happen to have seen one around, would you? The description reminds me of the precursor orbs from Jack and Daxter. Oh, you mean a Popogno? No? Sure. That's, just head up to the market. They've got what you want up there. No, not a regular egg. Popogno? Great. This investigation might be over sooner than we thought. Race you to the market, Luke. I feel like there's no way that's what we're looking for. Like, there's a 0% chance that, like, an ancient artifact is just going to be at some random-ass flea market. Looking around for hint coins. Looking around for hint coins. Hint coins and puzzles and artifacts. Something in... Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, no. Oh, go away. Get away. Get away. Oh, my God. Don't doubt the power of plot convenience. It is precisely plot convenience that I am doubting. There's no way the plot is that convenient. Wouldn't it be the tropics without... It wouldn't be the tropics without palm trees and coconuts? Okay. Wouldn't be cool for a little sail. Each rental boat comes with a fishing rod and a bait. How thoughtful. I love sailing. There's no better feeling. Okay, yeah. What just happened? Oh, I thought it'd be funny to pretend that this crab was about to, like, pinch me after investigating it. And he's just about to, like, go and, like, nibble at my toes or something. That building seems very conspicuous, and I feel like we're probably going there eventually. That seems like everything. It wasn't. Well, it could have been. If you opened your mind. Who is that?
What's going on here? There are millions of them.
Oh. Is this the egg festival? It seems we were too quick. It seems we were too quick to assume there would just be one Paponio. How do we know the Paponio is what we're even talking about? Good luck, Paponios. Strawberry Flan Paponio, Paponio Surprise. There are just so many. Can you tell which one is the real one, Aurora? I'm sure she would, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I can sense that there's an aura stone here, but I cannot tell you the exact location. How can there be so many? It can be no coincidence that souvenirs with such striking similarities to Azran eggs found their way into the tourist industry. I'm curious as to the origin of the word Paponio. Perhaps the people here can enlighten us. The egg is here. The egg is here. You have to find it like finding a fish egg in, like finding a fish egg in a chicken egg stack. I suppose that makes sense. Okay, for a second I thought you said the egg here is you, and like this whole time, you probably. I figure you probably wouldn't know this, but like egg is like a term in the trans community to refer to someone who is trans, but they don't know it yet. They have not realized it yet. And so I've been trying really hard to resist making these jokes. I've been trying really hard to resist because I'm sick of it always being one joke with me. But like, let's see. Oh, cat. For a second, I thought you were just like, the egg here is you. I was like, how dare you? I like the cat. These guys are cute. Necklaces, key rings, you name it. You can get an eggy version. An eggy version. That's fun. This town just really likes eggs, and you know what? That's nice. I see the guy on the left is a bunny. The guy on whoever is on the right looks like they have an egg for a head, and it doesn't really function like it should. Some of these things really do look like the real thing. Okay, what do you got? Are you the Easter Bunny? Yoo-hoo! Welcome to Sangrio! Here, have a Paponio! No, thank you. Oh, what? Come on! Of course you want one! You do! You do! My Paponios are miles, no, leagues above the others! Just look at the quality of the craftsmanship! Well? You love Paponios! You want Paponios! You're as nuts as I am about Paponios! I think this is the Easter Bunny. Why is he Mickey? I don't know. I feel like... I'm not sure what he is. He's not Mickey. He's some other evolution of Disney creature. I don't know. His little dance is kind of intimidating me a little bit, to be honest. He's really excited. Are you sure? I don't think we are. Ah, don't be like that. Of course you are. Buying a Paponio helps spread love and happiness. You chose to make a big... I don't know. That's kind of... He's giving whimsical energy. And hey, you know what? I think it's just the thing you people need to get yourselves all cheered up again. People come from all over the world just to buy these things. You're missing out on the chance of a lifetime here. Aurora, don't listen to him. We are here for the Aura Stone and nothing else. Oh, what? I don't even know what one of those is. I'm a merchant, not a genius. Just a hard done by merchant in a silly rabbit suit. He is having it rough, and I kind of sympathize with him a little bit. Salute. I notice you have been wandering around the place looking a little lost. You must be tourists, no? I'm trying to figure out what region this is supposed to resemble, and I'm repeatedly lost. In a way, and you, madam? Du Toad. I am Martine, a fully fledged citizen of Sangrio. Ah, forgive me. Well then, Martine, perhaps you might be able to tell us something about Paponios. Easter Island? Easter Island is a really good answer. I like that. I better see some Easter Island statues. The souvenirs? What about them? First of all, where did they come from? Ah, you want to know why they became so popular? Decord. Well, I am only very recently a fully fledged citizen of Sangria, so perhaps I am not the best person to ask about this. Oh, I see. But I know someone who might be able to help you. My dear friend runs a stall just up those stairs. Her family has lived here for a long time, so I'm sure she can help you. But, me, don't you want to slow down and relax? Have a look around, enjoy the sunshine. Elbowing our way through crowds of tourists so we can casually take in the sights doesn't seem like the best use of our time. I suggest we head straight to this friend of Martine's. It would be more productive than losing ourselves in this sea of Paponios. Agreed. Let's go. We can buy a few Paponios. Like, there are many like them, clearly, but those will be ours. What is he? Okay. I love robbing merchants. Okay. Cheese flavor, what the fuck? This one's full of rice and strawberry. They were talking about something. Oh. Isn't it odd how they squeeze so many boats into such a narrow waterway? We've got boats in my hometown as well, Aurora. That's where I learned this cracking boat puzzle. Why don't you give it a try? Alright, here we go. 54, let's go. Trio of Trouble. A set of triplets who are friends of yours have invited you to join them for a day of boating on the lake. The three of them are identical, so you thought you'd be able to spot them all straight away, but there's one you just can't find. He must be hiding on one of the boats, but which one? Take the 3 boats that contain the triplets. Well... Am I just looking for 3 identical twins? Is that it? The 3 of them are identical, so you have to be able to spot them straight away, but there's one you just can't find. Okay, well, I believe I see 2 and 3. Wait, oh no. Oh no. Wait, I don't... Wait, oh no. Wait, I'm lost. He's hiding in one of the boats. Is someone doing an activity that requires or implies 2 people? It doesn't look like it. Wait, I'm actually so lost. I actually have no idea what this question's getting at. Do I deadass need a hint for this? I actually just have no idea what they want. Maybe it's because 6 in the corner is like leaning on the side, and maybe they're behind them. And so it needs to balance the boat out. Or maybe that's true for 5. I don't know. I feel like I need a hint. I actually just have no idea what they're getting at here. Two of the boys you could see have identical faces. They must be... Okay, that was not the point of contention. All 3 triplets are boating on the lake, so there should be another boy somewhere who looks just like the boys, boats 2 and 3. But can you see anyone like that? So, neither of those hints were helpful at all. That makes me think it's supposed to be easy. Did one of them transition? Number 4? I feel like I'm gonna be embarrassed by the answer to this. I actually just have no idea. The last boy must be hiding inside one of the boats, but which one could it be? Look at how low each boat is in the water. That should give you a clue. Okay. Okay, 6 is slightly lower than 5. Okay, so probably 6. 6 is slightly lower than 5. The only other one with 2 people on it is like a little bit lower. All right.
I'm fairly sure about this. Oh, I did it!
All right, fair enough. Your friends were in boats 2, 3, and 6. The little rascal at number 6 hiding at the bottom of the boat. Look how obvious. Look at how low the boat is in the water, and it's obvious that it contains 2 people. I really don't think I would have thought of that on my own, if I'm being completely honest. Talking about boats reminds me of COD, and how we had to hop from boat to boat across that lake to get away from Tajin. That was pretty tense, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I think once everything has calmed down, I would like to ride in a boat properly. Okay. I don't think I've been marking the puzzles that I've had a hard time with so far. Let me see. Oh, absolutely the first one. I legit could not do the first puzzle on my own. That was embarrassing as shit. That one took a while just because I didn't understand the... This one took a while just because I didn't understand the premise of the question. That one was fine. 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 This one had a very clever solution to it, and I liked it a lot. I like that one. This one took a minute. Looking around for all the other ones. This one took a while. And then honestly, that one. And there's these 3. This one threw me for a loop, but I did get it eventually, but just by chance. I didn't, if there was some sort of like process to that one, like this methodical method, I didn't know it. Okay. Don't mind me, I just casually found a coin at the very top of that distant tower. Anyways. Hello. Do you have a quarrel? You have a Whovillian upper lip, it would seem. Traditional Baponio cakes, selling like hotcakes, only twice as fast. It smells good. Oh, hola! Care to taste one of the finest Baponio cakes in the whole world of Sangria? Just one bite and your mind will be taken back to the happiest days of your life. Oh, go on, you've tempted me. You know, it's even better if you savor the taste along with a puzzle. If you don't solve the puzzle, it's poison, and you die. Very specific scoops. In your ice cream shop, you overhear a fussy Fernando mumbling to himself. Can you make him the ice cream cone he wants? I don't want either of the flavors on the ends at the bottom of the cone. Okay. Is sea chocolate? I hate chocolate. In the okay, all right. I'll read through those just here while I can take notes here. Okay, sea chocolate? I hate chocolate. Okay, so he just doesn't want sea at all. In the middle, I want one that's second from the ends. So he wants either B or D for both of these. So, or hold on. Either B or D. B is vanilla, right? I prefer one of the ice creams next to that to be on the top. Okay, so he doesn't hate A, but he hates C. So A should be the top. D is pistachio flavor. That's definitely not going in the middle. Okay, so B. B is in the middle. Does it specify that all of them need to be different? In the middle, I want one's second one of the ends. D is not going in the middle. B is vanilla ripe for... Next to that would be on top. Does it specify they all have to be different? Because it technically doesn't, but I feel like that's the implication. I'm gonna go with A, B, and D here. Hello there, I hate daylight savings. We'll be here in about 80 minutes. All right, no problem. No problem whatsoever. I forgot daylight savings was the thing. I remember this being a thing before, where apparently different parts of the world do daylight savings at different times, and that just blows my mind. Okay. So, what's the order here? So, like, D... Do I do, like, D first? Or just do like this? Okay. Oh, okay, okay, so I can only do one at a time. Okay, so DBA, so this is it.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Let's go.
All in a day's work.
Cool, cool. We stand. Very specific scoops is now in your puzzle index. My homemade recipe is getting very, very popular with the tourists these days. Did you know that they even squeezed an article about it into the edition of the World Times? That's impressive. How did you know those ingredients would turn into such a delicious cake? Oh, I didn't work it out. No, it was my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother on my father's side. Our family has been following the Paponio tradition for many generations now. One day, when I get married and have kids, I'm gonna teach them all about it. That's quite a lengthy history. Yep, we've got it all written down in a book, you know. What's it called again? Ah, see, from no Ponyo to Poponyo. It tells you everything you need to know about the history of Paponio. It's a great read. That's an excellent title. It was a real bestseller, by which I mean it sold really well, by which I mean it's completely sold out. But you read it, right? So you must be able to tell us whether there are any Azran ruins on the island. Ruins? No, sorry, I don't remember any mention of ruins in our history. Nothing at all? Oh, now I feel terrible. I'm so sorry. The Paponio tradition is supposed to spread love and happiness to all. Maybe you could try the archipelago to the south. Oh, thank you, but that won't help us. On the bright side, that cake really hit the spot. Gracias. Stop by whenever you'd like more. I must admit, I really hadn't expected the Paponio to have such a detailed history. But Professor, that history is just making it more difficult to find the real egg. We'll find it, Emmy, don't worry. Quite right, Aurora. Pessimism will get us nowhere. Besides, our investigation has only just begun. We still have the day ahead of us, and much information to gather. I hope we can stop for cake at some point. Of course, standard procedure. Okay. That guy certainly looks like a tour guide. Where are we going? This sign reminds us of a puzzle. Everyone, stop what you're doing. You know, Professor, I'm not used to him calling other people Professor. You know, Professor, I am always grateful for these signposts. I don't much care for getting lost. Nor I, but as you can see in this puzzle, some signposts aren't always particularly helpful. Oh, it's this again. I said I thought this puzzle was so cool. And I again think it's cool. This couple have gone out for a walk in the woods, but they managed to get lost somewhere along the way. They find a signpost, but it's so old and weather-beaten. All the pieces that used to form the arrow have fallen off, and it's become impossible to read. Pieces of the broken sign can be found on the ground around it, though. Do you think you could help the couple put the pieces back on the sign so that they can work out where to go? The imprint on the top screen really helps. Yeah. Okay, now that I kind of know the MO of what this puzzle is, I feel I probably got it. The first one was legitimately just so clever. And I liked it a lot. Hold on. Those look a little off, too. Should I, like... Okay, maybe it was right and I'm just overthinking it. That does look a little weird, and I feel like I'm... Hold on, it did look right. Okay, that looks right. The one on the left looks okay, the one on the right looks a bit weird. Maybe that's just the lines. I don't know. This one looks odd. Huh. Something went wrong. Something went wrong along the way. Oh, maybe? You like that? Unless it's supposed to be like that. Maybe? What am I supposed to do with this one, actually? I don't know. I feel like this lines up too well for it to not be... Oh no, I thought this would be easy. But what the fuck do I do with this piece? Is there any space in this shape to make this? I legit don't know what to do with this little zigzagging piece. Well, maybe. That's about the only place I could think to do it, but then what do I do with this one? Well, now I have no room for this. This fits so well, I have a hard time believing it doesn't work like that. Oh, maybe? Oh, that works. Wait, that works. Okay, and then, like, this? Are we feeling this? Oh, no, I have to submit it. I thought it would just say I was right. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good.
A satisfying puzzle indeed.
All of that for an imprint that was visible on the sign. The exposed part of the signboard got a bit faded by the sun. If they take a right at this junction, they should be able to make it out of the forest. Okay. We stand. Getting lost would now appear to be a thing of the past. Okay. Okay, we just took a bite out of that. They forgive us because there's a hint coin. They'll be like, okay, yeah, you can eat my stock. It's fine. It's all good. Okay. You're new. You look like a guy who knows a thing or two. For a price. Hey, guys, what's with the long faces? What? My face is not long. That's so. Well, it looks pretty long to me. Maybe it's these sunglasses, I don't know. I don't see the... Where are the handles of your glasses? Like the branches, like whatever they're called. They look like they're just floating there. Your eyes look like that of an insect. Come to think of it, we have been so preoccupied with our inquiries that we haven't had a proper meal. I'm surprised Luke hasn't been reminding us at every step of the way. He reminded us just now. I didn't read it, but he had a thing. Especially with all the talk of eggs. Perhaps we should take a moment to rest and get our energy back. Did you just say you're running inquiries? No way! What's the occasion? No, wait. None of my business, right? But hey, if you would like a helping hand, just give your Uncle Bud a shout. If there's something you need to know about the island or anyone on it, I can give you the info you're looking for. I guarantee it. Well, that all sounds very generous, Bud, but I have a sneaking suspicion that you would like us to do you a favor in return. What can I say? I'm an open book. Turn to page 32 and bam! Look, it's a puzzle I need help with. I like that everyone's just on the same page. Like, the first game included, like, a plot reason for everyone to be puzzle crazy. But every other game is just like, nah, that's just the vibe. That's just the world. That's just the lore. A boat builder has received an urgent request for 6 boats, each of which will require 10 logs to build. The boat builder heads down to the timber merchant only to find that he must buy logs 4 adjacent pallets at a time, and that his pallets don't have the same set number of logs. Can you help the poor boat builder by dividing the timber into 6 4-pallet loads, each containing 10 logs? Okay. Well, let's work with the largest ones first. I see this one here. I kind of just want to, like, do that. Unless there's some easier way to do it. 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is this 10? Is that 10? Oh, no, it needs to be... Oh, groups of 4. Oh, well, in that case, I don't really think there's a way to... Oh, I guess that's 10, isn't it, right there? Alright, I'll try to work with that. Oh, but that's 3. That's groups of 3. They want groups of 4. Okay, so I think you two just being together just makes sense. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, unless this right here. We got that. I don't know who those people at the top are. Okay, the fact that it needs to be a group of 4 is surprisingly restricting. Three, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or no, I should work with the other 5s. Hold on. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4. Hmm. 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I do with this one? I'm looking for it. That one. Three, 4, 5, 6, 8. I feel like this up here is probably the best way to go, but it really leaves a mystery for like what I'm supposed to do with bottom, like the down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. That works. That works. I was having a hard time finding another spot for that one. 3, so 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, okay. What do I do with this one then? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that works. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, what do I do with the bottom right corner? 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, but that doesn't work. Okay. I can work with that, though. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. Done and done.
You know, I think this may be it. Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
A most gentlemanly pursuit. Ooh. You ever stretch so hard you lose circulation for a sec in your head? Let's say no, it was satisfying. Not bad, sport. Well, I'm a man of my word. I'll see you over at Bud's Bar and Grill. There'll be a round of lemonade waiting for you. Ice cold and on the house. Oh, I thought you were implying it was at the very top of that mountain. Oh, we can cross now. An open invitation if there ever was one. Shall we? Okay. Hold on. I need to just get up and take a break real quick. For some reason, my eyes just want to be closed right now, and I don't know what the deal is with that. It's I need to just get up and just maybe it's because I'm wrapped up in a blanket. My body's just oh, it's sleepy mode. Okay, I legit need a moment. Hold on. This is what I get for trying to be snow runt. Maybe I should just let some sunlight into my room. Hold on. I'm living in a cave at the moment. Trying to prop up my makeshift curtains. Okay. That might help in a weird way, that there's just sunlight in the room now, especially because it's a tropical vibe. All right, Bud's Barbecue and Grill, is that your vibe? How good's the barbecue? How good's the grill? Let me know, man. Give me some lemonade. First things first, a sunny welcome to Sangrio, the island of the Harmony Ring. Harmony Ring? What's that? You don't know? Great. I love telling this one. So the Paponyo, right? That's what they call bringer of happiness. I'm sorry. Before we start, may I ask how it was that Paponios rose to such immense popularity? You mean, you want to know how they became so popular? Heh, that you may say. I don't think I would have understood what you said if it wasn't physically written out in text form for me to read. The Paponios, you see, are models based on an ancient artifact. You might say it's the one true Paponio. And we're looking for that. That's gotta be the egg. I think Paponio is a name that sticks. I think we can just keep that. And where was this artifact unearthed? It was found in a cave at the far side of the island. The entrance only shows up a couple times a year when the tide's especially low. But I know what you're thinking. Don't go risking your lives now, guys. Everything worth taking's already been taken. So my hunch is that you're after the Paponio numero uno is right? Right. What did he say? Well, if you really want it, you're gonna have to play by the rules. See, as it happens, there's someone on this island who's got the true Paponio, but here's the catch. No one knows who. It's a very special Sangrio tradition. It gets passed around the island, spreading more and more happiness as it goes. And we would love to just excavate it for ourselves. And if you haven't guessed yet, that's why we call it the Harmony Ring. See? Everything comes back full circle. So does that mean there's a chance that someone might give it to us? Sure is, buddy. People don't just go passing it around to the first person they see. The whole thing follows a pattern. Which would mean that learning this pattern might allow us to intercept the exchange and acquire the true Paponio. Correctamundo. It even found its way to me at one point. Okay, so we just chilled here for long enough. What? Really? Who did you give it to? Steady on there, kiddo. First rule of the Harmony Ring, you don't give names. So you're saying we will have to work it out through logic. Intriguing. You know what? I'm a nice guy. Let me give you a little tip. The person who gave me the Paponio was a customer here. And that's all I'm saying. The rest's up to you. So you're okay with us knowing it's just a matter of the tradition that you can't tell us. But no one seemed to know about the true Paponio when we asked them. Well, maybe you're going about it the wrong way, Buster. Tell them you're looking for the Harmony. That'll help loosen a few tongues. I see. So the Harmony Ring uses a sort of code. This is getting exciting. Can we start now, Professor? Yes, I think we've rested sufficiently. It's time to resume our investigation. First, there's some spare change in this lobster. Let me just... Alright, yeah, let me just take a hard bite out of a lobster. Oh my god. Toucan! Alright, I appreciate you. Who can? You can! You know what? I feel encouraged by that. Who can? You can. I like that. I like the poetry of that. This dancing Paponio is pretty cute, I must say. What an unusual dance. I can't stop looking at it. It is rather amusing. It's a hula. You've never seen anyone hula before? So we're looking for the egg. Or the Harmony, as it's said. So they're not gonna know. They don't know it's called the Harmony. They're just sort of here for comedic value. You know how the boss wanted us to get our hands on the Azran eggs. I think we're gonna need a bigger bag. Robin, they're clearly fake. Most of them, probably, but how do you know the real one's not mixed in there? Even so, swiping them up with a massive bag won't help us find the real one quicker. We'd have no way of knowing when the real one was in the bag. No, we're going to have to check them all one at a time. Oh, right. I suppose that makes sense. This egg's fake. That egg's fake. And that egg's wearing a top hat, so I guess it's gotta be fake. Where's the top hat egg? What? Egg with a top hat? Bro just called you an egg. Hello again, gentlemen. Oh no, you again. We know you're after the eggs. You won't be getting your hands on this one. Yeah, and when we find it, you'll have no chance of catching it. My voices are just not even consistent with these guys anymore. I won the egg and spoon race at our school sports day 5 years ago. No one runs with eggs like I do. That is deeply shocking that you won the egg and spoon race when you run like that, if I'm being completely candid. Robin, wait a minute. Good grief. A mismatched duo if there ever was one. I think they're perfect for each other. Well, Professor, I'd say the race is on to see who can find the egg first. Well, they just want to look at all of them individually. And they don't know any of the lore or anything. I feel like I feel like we got this. Yes, but in order to do so, we'll need to gather clues from the people of Sangrio. Fortunately, it doesn't take long to travel the breadth of the island. Right, and we might even bump into the person who's carrying it on the way. Okay, there's a few spots. Oh, it's you again. I don't want a Peponio, I want Harmony. And stretch. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Hello there, Javier. Javier. Fuck. Javier. Hello there, Javier. Thanks for the advice you gave us earlier. Oh, hola, chicas. Glad I could help. So, did you find the Peponio you were looking for then? Or at least a little harmony? Harmony? Saying that word would suggest that you've once received the true Peponio. I suppose you could say that. Okay then, let Javier tell you chicas a thing or two. I only ended up with it by chance, you know. Right place at the right time. This lady had only just settled down here gave it to me. Can you believe that? I guess when you're local, you're local. You know, happiness always seems to find its way to me. Maybe it's because I'm such an approachable guy. Well, slow down. So, you got the Peponio from a woman. Anything else? Time out. If you want to get anything more out of old Javier, you'll have to work out. Work out what? I think he's asking us to do some exercise. Muy bien. Here's what you have to do. It's an exercise-themed puzzle. Nose to nose. I want you to get on the ground and clap like seals for me. It's another full house down at the Sea Lion show, but something's gone wrong, and the sea lions are all juggling the wrong balls. Damn it. The sea lions' bows show which ball they should have, and it's up to you to get each ball to its rightful nose. However, bear in mind that the sea lions can't pass the balls very far. Looking at the touchscreen, you can only move a ball to an adjacent sea lion or the next one along from that. As you may have guessed, the sea lion without a shape on its bow doesn't require a ball. Okay, so just find a way to match them. Seems really easy so far. Oh, no, never mind. So it can only go one. Okay, I see. All right, a little more complicated than I thought. But like this honestly still does not really seem that hard. Like I'm about to do it. That was easy as shit.
Want an answer? How's this?
Want an answer? How's this?
Piece of cake.
Here we go. Phew, that was bound to be confusing. Still, at least the crowds are satisfied. That really was not that bad. There. How was that? Do you feel mentally charged and ready for anything? We feel ready for you to tell us about the true Peponio. Straight to the point, eh? Okay, well, I gave it to a senorita who runs a stall. She looked about my daughter's age. She offered me a deal. 2 for the price of 1 on her piponio cakes. A deal like that would swing it for anyone. You didn't think of giving it to your daughter instead? Claro que no. Because then she'd probably pass it on to some muchacho. And with her luck, he'd be a lazy, no-good, down-and-out bachelor boy. What does it matter? It's not like a proposal. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. My wife would kill me if I let our baby girl get mixed up with a guy like that. You don't seem... She gives it to whoever she gives it. It doesn't really mean anything. So you're saying girls pass the piponio on to boys? Oh, I better watch my mouth, huh? Well, time to get back to my daily routine. Still another 500 stretches to do before dinner. Stretch! 1, 2, 3. Okay, so... gender to gender. I just littered to do that. Da, 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 Oh. There's a puzzle in there. What have you found, Aurora? It's a puzzle? Why is there a puzzle here? Ah, I remember my first hidden puzzle. I'm not sure I do, actually. Oh, it's this one again. Okay, I see. I'm just winging it. Oh no, I'm gonna die. This one wasn't that bad, but it did take a second. Just yeeted bro off the board. Something about the green apple slush. It's a lot more apple flavored than I remember. Which makes sense. I suppose. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Allow me to demonstrate.
A truly elegant puzzle.
Truly elegant puzzle. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Ha! Money may not grow on trees, but it appears that puzzles do. They do? I suppose that makes more sense than somebody climbing up there and hiding one. I like that we're acknowledging just the absurdity of hidden puzzles. It's fun. So, men hand it to women, women hand it to men. Hello again, Mayami. Are you staying at the Hilltop Hotel? You are such lucky things. I have always wondered what it feels like to be a tourist in the place where you live, but the chance has never presented itself. Oh well, say that be. Oh well. Oh, I'm certain you will get your chance one day, Martine. Then you can have the experience that island is famous for. Its blissful sense of harmony. Ah, harmony. It has such a beautiful ring to it. You've heard of it then, no? When I first came to Sangria, I tried my hardest to become part of the ring. I spent many sleepless nights trying to work out who had the true Poponio. Imagine my shock when I discovered the person who held it was the man I had fallen head over heels for. And then he surprised me yet again by asking me to marry him. But instead of a ring, he proposed with the Poponio. Il est faux, no? I don't know what that means. That is a delightful story. I'm very pleased for the both of you. I knew we did not need it for us to be happy, so before the wedding, I passed it on to continue the cycle. I gave it to a very entertaining married man who thought fondly of his daughter. Is the true Poponio always passed on with a relatively short space of time? I hear it is bad luck to hold on to it. I would not want to risk jinxing the bond between me and the Mon Marie Magnifique. So it sounds like you gave it to the other guy, because he mentioned the daughter. I don't understand. She's referring to her husband. Who else? You are still a little bud, but one day your fleur d'amour will bloom, and you will see what I mean. There must be a reason that our civilization left the eggs for you, but this cannot be it. Still, this ritual seems to bring these people happiness, even if I don't understand why. Happiness comes in all sorts of forms. This Poponio tradition is just one of them. Oh, I see. But aren't we going to take that away from these people? Yeah, that's a good point. Well, perhaps we will need to be upfront about it with them. It may be the best way to avoid causing undue upset. I wish we could find them something else to make them happy. Don't get yourself down, Aurora. You've seen how cheerful these people are. They might not even mind. They might not even mind if like a grand like bonding artifact that is deep within their culture and the way that they bond to each other is... Yeah, they'll notice if that's missing. I disagree fundamentally with that. Come on, we better get a move on. Alright. What about this? And who are you? Cool. If I didn't know that was an aquarium, it's where we were under the sea. They have done an excellent job replicating a marine environment. Those imitation corals are elaborately designed. And that sofa! It looks really inviting. Mind if I go for a quick nap, Professor? What is the purpose of furnishing a hotel with such elaborate decor when its primary purpose is for sleep? Exquisite aesthetics have a relaxing effect on the mind. You might say hotels soothe you both mentally and physically. I understand, I think. What's your deal? Well, look who it is. We just can't stay away from each other, can we? Oh, wait. Shit. Who are you again? Nice to see you again, Amelie. Are you staying in this hotel? Why, of course. Though Shelms is being a bit right grumpy old so it... Shelms, he's tired. I suppose he wants to save money. But I want this trip to be something special. You can't just skimp on these sort of things. I wish he'd cheer up. He should be glad they at least give you complimentary puzzles. Puzzles? Why are there puzzles? They're a mark of quality, my dear. Here, why don't you have a shot at one of them? Shelms certainly won't. Okay, no, we have spoken with you. It's just been a minute. Ladies A to D are on a 2-day holiday with gentlemen E to H. I'm a stretch. Hold on. Don't worry about that sound. It was nothing. Anyways, ladies A to D are on a 2-day holiday with gentlemen E to H. Each day they visit a different tourist spot in male-female pairs. Okay. On the first day, A and E explore the jungle, B and F go to the prairie, C and G visit the seaside, and D and H enjoy the canyon. The next day, everyone chooses a different location with a different partner. B and E go to the seaside together, and C sets off to the canyon with someone. Where does G go, and with whom? I'm not sure I understand the premise of the question. Okay. So the first one, A and E were at the jungle. B and F went to the prairie. C and G visit the seaside. And D and H enjoy the cavern. Okay. Actually, everyone chooses a different location with a different partner. B and E go to the seaside. And C sets off to the canyon with someone. Awfully vague. I'll do purple. I like purple. So the second time, B and E go to seaside. And C is in the canyon. Where does G go and with whom? Is it related to like the order they're on the page here, or is... I guess it has to be, because I don't really see any other way to really go about this. It seems like B and C just kind of went one direction to the right. I'm forced to assume that that's what's happening, because I don't really have any other information. Okay, so D... I'm gonna assume D, and I'm gonna assume A. And then E... I have to assume it's just like 2 to the right. Where does G go and with whom? The prairie with D. If it's not this, I don't really have any other ideas.
I'm fairly sure about this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, I did it.
G goes to the jungle with D. Let's hope that monkey doesn't run off with his hat. Okay. I feel like I might not have understood the logic of that one. Shelves might be just be a bit grumpy from the jet lag. I even went out of my way to give him a special gift, but he wasn't having it. Oh, it wouldn't happen to be the Paponia from the Harmony Ring, would it? Yes, that's the one. I mentioned our honeymoon to a young lady selling cakes, and she popped it straight into my head. We're trying to find it now. Do you know where it is? Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. I don't. If I'd known you wanted it, I would have been able to give it to any one of you. But I heard it's bad luck to hold on to it for too long, so I made sure to just pass it on quickly. I tried giving it to a couple of comedians who seemed to be frantically searching for it anyway, but they wouldn't listen to me. Oh, that's funny. They just belted out some angry remarks and stormed off. What can I say? It's their loss. That's crazy. I love their consistent incompetence. There was comforting in the consistency of that. In the end, I gave it to somebody much nicer at lunchtime. If you ask me, he was far more deserving of it than those two. So we'll have to keep searching. Hold on. Am I supposed to be like piecing together who's saying what here? Very unusual customers. You pass it to onto a man around lunchtime. Who'd you give it to again? I think girl on the left gave it to you. Who'd you give it to? Hey, you didn't say anything of value. How about you, bunny? Why, good sir, I see this Paponio doll is kind of awry. Such excellent taste, and your choice of hat, very dapper. It is very nice, but I'm afraid I have to turn down your offer. Oh, come on! Take one! Take one for Benny, for the road, for the future! Hop onto it, my good man. You won't find a Papunyo better than this anywhere in the world! You're missing out! You'll cry all the way home, I swear! Well, let me see. Yes, the quality of the craftsmanship is quite admirable. Yeah, that's right! Great! So, you're gonna buy it, right? Ka-ching! Done! Bought! Sold to the man in the top hat! Did we just buy it? It's yours! No take-backs, no refunds, and no guarantee that you won't come back craving more! Do we have it? We don't seem to have it. How about you? Hola, back for more cake? Don't be shy. There's always more where that came from. Actually, this time we wanted to ask you about something else. About harmony? Ah, ballet, entiendo. So that's what you were looking for. So you know something. Claro que sí. I even had the true Papunyo for a little while. Brilliant! Could you tell us anything about the person who gave it to you? Let's see, it was a regular customer at my stall. You could say they were very fond of swimwear. You say you had it for a little while. You've already passed it on? I'm afraid so, but I can't tell you to who. Everything has to be by the book. But you know what? Since you're such lovely customers, I will tell you this. It was someone who got married very recently. She mentioned her husband loves my cakes too. Papunyo is as Papunyo does. Ah, you said she and her, so you must have passed it on to a woman. Is it normal to pass an ancient relic around like a piece of gossip? We've talked to so many people now, but there's still no way to know where the egg could be. I think we're almost there, Luke. I'd say we just need one more piece of information, and then we'll be able to work it out. How are we going to do that? Are we really so close to working it out? You just leave it to the professor's number one professor's number one assistant. I'll bet you anything you like. I could solve this one. You're on, Emmy. If you can't solve it on your first try, you'll have to, treat me to an ice cream. Challenge accepted. Oh no. Wait, but like, where do I go now? I thought a puzzle screen was about to pop up. Oh no, I don't want Emmy to owe Luke an ice cream. What are you two doing? Oh.
Well, I think we've got more than enough of these Papunyos now. Any more and they might weigh down the airship. I knew you'd eventually come around to the idea of just grabbing as many as possible.
I still have my doubts. What if every one of them is just a souvenir?
Oh, lighten up, Macaw. With this many eggs, there's no way we don't have the real one. Papunyo power.
Did you see how many there were in the market? Y'all have like, what, 5?
I still can't believe that woman at the hotel tried to fob that cheap imitation off on us. Who does she think we are?
I'm thinking maybe she was a decoy sent by the boss to test us. In which case, it's a good thing we didn't take the bait. Oh, I like that you're stupid. I think we must have asked almost everyone who's had the egg recently. We still have no idea. Speak for yourself. What? You've managed to work it out, Emmy? I think I've got the gist of it, yes. As we were told initially, the ownership of the egg changes according to a pattern. If we lay out all the information we've gathered thus far in front of us, we should be able to construct the whole picture. Really? You can't just make head nor tail of it, Professor. Or I can't just make head nor tail of it. All will become clear in due time. But first, let's head back to the marketplace. Now, from what we've learned by speaking to the different people on this island, we are able to glean a few key facts. Let's lay out the information and work out the rules concerning how the egg is passed around. Do we really have enough information? Of course. Think back, Aurora. We've heard a lot of stories today. Can you think of a common link between any of those stories? It sounded like some of them were referring to each other, But I was hoping for a moment like this where they would all just kind of, congregate and say stuff about it.
I cannot. No, not one person we met told us exactly who to give the egg to. That's true. They weren't allowed to give us many details.
However, the details they did provide were certainly sufficient to solve the mystery. Let us consider them now.
All right. Allow me to assist, Professor. Okay, so what do we know?
After Bud put us on the right track, we obtained information about the egg from 6 people, 3 male, 3 female. If you recall, Martine passed it on before her wedding to a married man who thought fondly of his daughter. Yes, that would be Javier.
Miranda also gave it to somebody married, didn't she? As a gift. And she got it from a customer, I think.
Quite right, Emmy. Now, would you care to explain the common theme in these 2 stories? Marital status?
Marital status crops up in both accounts.
I was assuming they were just, talking about the same people, but I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Precisely. In fact, from Martine's story, I'd say that single people can pass the egg on to somebody married, and vice versa. Fascinating.
So the egg is passed along depending on whether that person is married or not.
Well, there's nothing to disprove this in what we've considered thus far, but I believe there's more to the pattern than that. Let's summarize the male accounts, namely those from Javier and 2 Targent agents, to gain a better picture. Javier reported that he gave the egg to a girl his daughter's age. We also know that a married woman attempted to give the Targent men the egg.
Oh, I think I see what the link is.
Well, it seemed like the ages? It seemed like genders. They were talking about genders for a second.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that the egg was always offered to someone of the opposite gender?
But I thought a woman passed it on to a woman at some point.
After all, Javier seemed very worried that his daughter might end up passing it on to some sleazy bachelor.
Okay, so is the implication that it's like a symbol of love? It means like you give it to you like propose to someone in a sense. We now have extrapolated a second rule. Whoever has the egg can pass it on to someone of the opposite gender. For example, if I had the egg, I would be able to give it to either of you, but not to Luke.
So a boy can only give the egg to a girl and a girl to a boy.
But like, didn't a girl give another one to a girl? I thought I heard that, so I was like, oh, that doesn't count anymore. Almost, but not quite. If you consider Amelie's account, you see we run into a problem.
Ah, she said that she would have been able to give the egg to any one of us, but how?
Emmy, would you care to explain? Tell us, what would have made it possible for Amelie to give any one of us the egg? It means one of you is an egg, and we don't want to call you out. The married, unmarried. Either rule? Okay, so one of the 2.
Amelie could have given the egg to whoever she liked, as long as either one of the 2 rules was fulfilled.
Okay, so it's like it's an either-or situation.
She's married, she knew I wasn't, and she knew Luke and Aurora were too young to be. As for the professors, she didn't need to know their marital status because they were already covered by the opposite gender rule.
That's correct. If the person you wish to give the egg to is of the opposite gender or marital status, then you can pass it on.
Oh, that's quite simple, really. Maybe so, but we still haven't worked out who has the egg. I do remember Amelie saying she passed it on to a man at lunch, but we don't know where she went to eat.
So we'll need to ask somebody where that was before we can continue? Not at all. Here, let's try to determine who held the egg and in which order by lining them up. Wherever there is logic, a solution follows closely behind.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh no. Oh no, they really thought I was paying attention. So these 2... Oh, okay. So those 2 obviously don't have it. Man at lunchtime. So when you cake, she got the printer from someone in swimwear and give it to a married female customer. Her husband proposed with a Panya and she gave it to a family. Yes. Your chain of events matches my own, Aurora. We can safely say that the egg was handed on in this order. Which means Bud. Oh, this was it. Okay. I was really unsure about it. I was really unsure. Which means Bud was the last of these people to receive the egg. Oh, okay. I was really uncertain about that. I like that Bunny Man was just there. He's not part of this story. He's part of his own story. But he already refused to tell us who he gave the stone to. We're back where we started, aren't we? After all that. Perhaps not. If you recall, Bud only mentioned receiving the Paponio. But he didn't say anything about giving it away. Precisely. Oh, I see. He might still have the Aura Stone. But what reason would he have for holding on to it? We'll find out soon enough. Shall we pay another visit to Bud's Bar and Grill? Okay, to Bud's Bar and Grill. Hey guys, what brings you back here? You want some more lemonade? We've worked it out. You're the current holder of the true Paponio. You got me. I was hoping you would, actually. You see, I've been looking for the perfect person to give the Paponio to, and then you came in with that glazed, sad look. I got to thinking that if anyone needed harmony, it was you. I'd be satisfied with just the Paponio, thank you. Gee, you're kind of missing the point. Let me give you the lowdown. We all say the Paponio brings happiness. That's the island's way. But its humble beginnings were far from happy. The man who found it, Eduardo Paponio, was at the end of his rope. Oh, really? Yes, sir. He hit rock bottom and wanted to idle away his days as a hermit. So he set off for some old, crumbling ruins. But bam, he made the discovery of a lifetime. His business boomed and voila, Sangria was born. This voice is hurting me. The story sounds familiar. So you're saying that the Paponio he found was the basis of the tourist merchandise? Pretty much, yeah. Kinda crazy when you think about it. One little stone egg turned his life around in a flash. So, point is, even in the gloomiest of times, you gotta look forwards. Happiness might be waiting just around the corner. Don't take the Paponio just because you want it. Take it because you want to be happy. Thank you. The people of the Silent always greet us with a smile. I found it odd at first. But I think I understand now. Now that's what I'm talking about. I knew the Paponio would be a perfect gift for you two. It's what Eduardo would have wanted, I'm sure of it. Okay. Job well done. Okay. So that's one more chapter in the books there. Or do you have another puzzle? I think I'm probably gonna head out here in a second, actually. For some reason I am just extraordinarily tired, and I just do not know why. Like, I realize this is like far like sooner than when I normally go off, but like I'm just like for some reason I'm just really struggling to focus today. I don't know why. What is that scrumptious smell? When I find out what it's coming from, I'll be popping it straight into Amelie's delectable delicacies. And here I thought you had something important to say. Do you have a puzzle, sir? You do have a puzzle, sir. Hey. The sun's... Or aye. God damn it. Aye. The sun's really beating down today. How can you stand the heat and all those layers? Perhaps we didn't come as prepared as we thought. Well, that's no good, is it? You should get some lighter clothes, loosen up a bit, and have some fun. How about you, senorita? Up for some beach volleyball later tonight? Oh, I'd love to, but I should warn you, I've been told my serves are vicious. Great. Do you think you could help me coach Miss Amigos here? Bro is flirting with you, Loki. Okay. 62. I dread finding puzzle 6-7. Oh, it's this again. Oh, okay. This really was not difficult the first time. Oh, I have a limited number of moves. Oh, but that's okay. I didn't even realize that.
All set. I'm in top form today.
My wife is in top form today. No, the balls are in the right noses. Okay. Hey, senorita, you've got the gift. Sure you don't want to become an instructor?
It was a nice experience, but I much prefer to get in on the action myself.
Claro. Makes sense to me. Next time you're here, I'll get the guys together and we can have a match. Okay. And it could be like that one scene in Top Gun, the new one.
Hello, enjoying the sun, the sand, the sea breeze? Of course you are. And to remember your trip, how about a Paponio? Oh, I like the look of that one. Aha! I see you have an eye for quality. That's our limited edition talking Paponio action figure. It comes with a free diorama. Now, I don't always do this, but for you, I'll slash the price in half. How does that sound? Oh, it is well made, but it looks a bit scuffed on the bottom. How about you sweeten the deal a bit more, Then I'll throw in another one, completely free of charge.
They're worthless. He's just trying to give them away.
Deal. I'll be taking the second one then. Hooray! You're a good bargain hunter, Remy.
Okay. I mean, I really feel like they're just... He's absolutely swindling us. Okay.
Welcome back, sirs and madams. I trust the glorious weather helped shine some light on your investigation to make it a dazzling success.
You know, Raymond, I was thinking of passing the egg on to you. But if you plan to make these terrible puns after each step of our journey, maybe I'll hold on to it a little while longer. You needn't worry either way, as I believe the people of Harmony Ring intended for Aurora to hold on to the egg. A wise decision, if there ever was one. It is disappointing that you weren't able to visit the ruins, though. You seem to be very well acquainted with our actions, Raymond. Master, you should know I am never too far away to keep an eye on things. Well then, I'll just prepare for takeoff, shall I? Very fortunate that Raymond is aiding our cause. I feel like he would make a powerful enemy if crossed. He probably would be.
Professor Layton, Professor Sycamore, something's coming back to me about the Azran.
Good tidings indeed.
There's a facility that now lies under Sangrio. It was used to harness the power of the moon and soothe nature's temper.
Ah, you mean it could be used to control the seas?
I think so. The facility was closed before our civilization reached its peak. Perhaps it had already accomplished its purpose. I'm sorry, that's all I can recall. It's all quite hazy. So the calm, luxurious shores of Sangrio are in part provided by the Azran. Thank you, Aurora. You're welcome. It's nice to be able to share these memories.
An ancient facility hidden underwater. I'm almost tempted to go deep-sea diving and see it for myself. Okay. That's a fun little exercise. Oh, and Shelmy's there. Shelmy and his wife. He's getting swindled into getting the eggs, and what's his face likes purple ice cream? What is that? What flavor is that? Grimace shake? It's blueberry is probably most accurate. Okay. All right. I know this is a lot earlier than I normally head off, but I do think I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Just for some reason, like, my body is just absolutely screaming at me to rest right now, and I don't know what that's about. It's coming through in, like, my ability to solve the puzzles. It's coming through in my ability to, like, read the text. It's just like I'm just having a really hard time focusing. So I do think I'm just gonna go ahead and head out. So, without further ado, that shall be all from me. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in for any length of time. I sincerely appreciate it. And I shall rest up. Farewell.